So I had to take this out, and the guy at TSA saw this and he was like, "It's a pineapple." I was like, "Yeah, it's an eyeshadow palette, but it smells like vanilla." Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine, for those of you that don't know, and this is my lovely channel. I make all kinds of content, and this is one of those things. So today I am going to be going through all of my eyeshadow palettes and showing you what I have in the way of that. So I don't have too much of an order for this. I feel like I should go from first to most recent, but I'm gonna try and do that, but I don't know specifically out of the earlier ones what came first. I know that I got rid of a lot of my first eyeshadow palettes for a number of reasons, but I'll go from like the ones I don't really use as often that I've had a lot longer and kind of work up from there. So I'm trying to organize this a little bit. Let's start with this. This is an e.l.f. palette. It's a nude rose gold palette. And it's actually very gorgeous. What is that? Is that makeup? I think I have makeup on it. It's a really quite a beautiful palette. I use it from time to time. I don't use it as often. I don't use it as often as I should now that I'm looking at it. But it is a really beautiful palette, and it was given to me by a friend of mine. Those are the colors. But yeah, it was gifted to me for either my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember which. From the same friend, I also got this Ellen Tracy 24 eyeshadow palette. I used this palette on a daily basis for a good while, actually. Like, you can see, this is a shadow I would use like every single day as my base, and I would kind of just play with it from there. But I loved this palette. I don't use it anymore as much because I just don't really, but I still have it. This one was a mistake. This one right here was a mistake. This is the ColourPop Make Your Own palette, which is why it was a mistake. I probably put this in a video a while ago. I don't use this like at all, but I really wanted a palette that was just like neutrals. I just wanted something easy. You know, just some browns, something I could use every single day. And this is what I made. So it's 4 pans, and 2 of them are essentially the same color. There's a slight difference in the colors, slightly different warmth, I guess. I probably used it once. It was such a waste of money. But ColourPop is great. I love ColourPop. I have a few of their palettes, which we'll get to in a minute, but that was just, I shouldn't have designed my own palette. It was a mistake. I've got this one right here. It is a Mark palette. I got it from my aunt. My aunt was an Avon rep for a good chunk of my teen years. Not anymore as far as I know, but she was for a long time. This is not a bad palette, I'll admit. It's kind of cute. I'm not wearing it today. I do have blue in my eyes, but it's not this. But I don't use it like ever, just because it's not really in my day-to-day usage. Another one is another Avon. It's an actual Avon palette. Is this a palette? I mean, it's two shadows. It's black and white. I used this for something recently, but I don't know what. I think it was Halloween. Another Avon palette I have is this one right here, and it's called Starry Nights. And you know, it's kind of pretty. I used it briefly for something. I don't remember what now, but I have used it, but I don't use it regularly. And then the last 2 of my not used regularly palettes are the Tanya Burr Cosmetics. Actually, they're both Tanya Burr Cosmetics. I got these when I was in London at the YouTube Creator Space, I think. I couldn't resist. I was a big fan of Tanya back then. I don't know if she's still on YouTube anymore, actually. But I have not watched her content in probably since this. No offense to her. I'm sure she's still lovely. I just kind of grew out of it. But this one is the Fairy Tale palette, which is my favorite of the 2. It's really gorgeous. I actually wear this. I wear this more often than the other ones. in this particular part of my collection. And then the other one is the Hollywood. It's just the Hollywood eye palette. So they're really pretty, and the pigment isn't bad in them. I will say it's not bad at all. I'm not doing my individual shadows. I have little individual ones from ColourPop, a ton of them. I'm not really using them, but I'm not putting them in this video, even though I use them a lot. I'll do this one next. This is a ColourPop I Think I Love You palette. I am sure I've used this in a Christmas video before, I think 2017 Christmas video, and it's really a beautiful palette. I recommend getting it if you're interested. It's really pretty. This gold, beautiful. I've used this a ton. I think I used it for the entire month of December, probably last year and the year before. So, and then I have the Yes Please palette from ColourPop, which this was the first palette from ColourPop I ever bought. And I know it's probably on my Instagram somewhere. It's definitely gotta be on this channel. Oh yeah, it's definitely on this channel. I love this palette. I still use this palette on occasion. I love this thing. Keeping in ColourPop, let's go ahead and do Brunch Date, the Zoella collaboration. I don't remember quite why, like I don't watch Zoella regularly anymore. I used to be like crazy. I used to watch her all the time, but I haven't watched her in a long time. No offense to her again, but I really wanted to support this collaboration because I thought it was a really good one. And I really liked this eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna try to get the mirror out of it. I use this a bunch. I have a video, I think, with it, using it, and I used it a whole lot. I used it a whole bunch at the beginning of this year, I think. I don't even know when it came out, but I bought it. It was this and I think a lipstick that I bought from the collection. So this was a pretty good one. Next, I got this palette last Christmas. I definitely put it in a couple of videos, and it is a Tarte palette. I don't know what the name of it is. I really don't know the name of this palette, but it's shaped like a pineapple and it smells like vanilla. It's funny, I was going through TSA at one point. I was flying up to Maine to see my family, and I put all of my makeup stuff in a clear Ziploc baggie just so I could deal with all the liquids and stuff. One fell swoop. So I had to take this out, and the guy at TSA saw this and he was like, "It's a pineapple." I was like, "Yeah, it's an eyeshadow palette, but it smells like vanilla." And he turned to the guy who was doing the x-ray and he was like, "She has a pineapple shaped eyeshadow palette." And he was like, "What?" And the guy went, "Yeah, apparently it smells like vanilla." He was kind of making fun of me, but not in a malicious way. It was funny. It's lovely. I don't use this palette very much anymore, but it's a really, let me show you it. But it's a great palette. It really is. It's got so many things. I used this like blush bronzer guy for basically the entire summer. I would sweep it over my cheeks and nose to just give me a little more color. And it looked great. I love this palette. It really is a great palette. I recommend it. Next, I'm going to do this BH Cosmetics one. I literally just got this in the mail like a couple days ago. They were having a huge Black Friday sale that went for an entire extra week, so I snagged this while I was there. This is the Golden Twilight palette. I've never used BH Cosmetics before. I don't know anything about the brand other than it's animal cruelty free, and that's about it. Like, that's all I know. But this is upside down. But this is the palette upside down. I will say it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. And so far, what I've used of it, I haven't loved. I'm not in love with the formula, but I've only used it once. And it wasn't even that, like, I wasn't that committed to the look. I was just playing around with it. So I can't really speak for the quality overall, but it was very cheap. So, but my friend does use BH Cosmetics on the reg and she likes it. So maybe that's a better judgment than mine. I am using their mascara right now and I really like that. Next is another one I got for Christmas last year, which is the Naked Smoky Eye from Urban Decay. I Love this palette. I want the rest of the Naked collection. But we'll start with just showing you this again, upside down, because I want the mirror out of the shot. But yeah, wow, this is great. I use this all the time. I use this on a regular basis for a number of different things. It's a great palette. I recommend grabbing it for yourself. It's probably on sale right now. We got it for half off. My mom got it for me for half off last Christmas. So I recommend it. It's really nice. And then the other one that I bought myself this past summer, maybe August, I don't know. August is still in the summer. I don't know when I bought this. I bought this year. And it's the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And first of all, I love the outside design of it. It's just got all these beautiful pictures of landmarks and traveling stuff. And I love to travel, so it was just a cool palette to begin with. And then you've got all of these colors. There's so much to it, and I really appreciate how much is there. And it works very nicely. I use it on a I don't use it as much as I did when I first got it, but I still use it on a somewhat regular basis. So, all right. So we're getting into the most expensive ones for sure. Although Urban Decay is one to compete with for this. But first, we've got the Mini Breaker palette from Jeffree Star. This is the smaller version of another palette. But this is from his big summer collection. I think it was this year. And it's, I mean, look at this. This is nice. I've used everything in this palette already. I got this actually in the Halloween mystery boxes. I did not get this during the collection launch. This was in the mystery box, and I was super excited to receive it because it's super cute. I've used actually all of like the pink and purple in this palette. I used that last weekend. I made myself a purple eyeshadow look for a green sweater that I have a green version of this exact sweater, and I put that on with my purple eyeshadow. So it looked great. I recommend it. This is a great palette. I don't know how much it is. Like I said, I got it in a mystery box, so I don't remember. I didn't check. But and that is the smaller version, the mini version of this Jawbreaker palette. So I did buy this during launch. I don't remember how much it was, but I bought this. I bought it with my own darn money during launch, and I don't regret it. It's actually a great palette. On my Instagram, you can go and look. I did a look for almost every color in this palette. I think I did pink, blue, purple, and red. Those are the ones I did that I know for sure. And I did yellow as well. And I loved it. I did the pink look a lot. I wore the pinks in this palette so much. I still wear this palette. I don't know why I'm saying it in past tense. I still use this palette on a regular basis. All right, we're going to go on with this one. So this is the next one. This is the Conspiracy palette from Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, which, oh my God, first of all, I've been watching YouTube since 2010. This channel, it dates back to 2011, I believe, like November. And Shane was one of the first YouTubers I watched. He was not the first. I started watching him very early on at the recommendation of a friend of mine. And I am so proud of everything he's done. I'm so happy to see him have grown up and to have really grown as a creator and as a person and making such amazing things. And so his series about this was astounding. I loved it. I had such a good time watching it. And then being a part of the insane launch that happened. I had 3 different browsing tabs open. One on JStar Cosmetics, one on Morphe, and then one on Beautylish. I got this from Beautylish, and I am obsessed with Beautylish. I will now use them for every launch because not only was I able to get this, I got this within the hour, but I also got 2-day shipping for free. So this got to me 2 days after launch for nothing extra. I was so freaking happy with them. I will continue using their company to shop for my makeup, but absolutely wonderful palette. I forgot I have to show it to you. Got the cute little latches like this. Whew. And I'm going to show it to you upside down again because, well, you know what? Screw it. So this is the palette. Oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. I use this every day right now. I have been using this every day that I wear makeup since I got it. I mostly use this top row up here, like these ones. But I've used all of this already. And my God, this palette is freaking incredible. I love it so much. We have one more palette. And this I got literally today. I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. I got the Jeffree Star Christmas mystery box in today. And this is what came inside. This is, okay, so this launch, I remember when he announced this palette and the entire collection, and I was drooling. I wanted it so bad, but I couldn't afford it at the time. And then by the time I could afford it, the Jawbreaker thing was happening, and then the conspiracy things happened. So I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna not worry about it for now. Maybe I'll ask for it for Christmas. Well, look who got it for Christmas, even though it's early. Love this palette. I have it on my eyes right now, although I wish I would have touched it up a little bit more because I did a thing. Anyway, this, oh man, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, my favorite shade in this is definitely, what does that say? Ocean Ice. I can't see anything right now because my flash is on and I didn't want to stop the video to turn it off. So that's just what I'm living with right now, but I can't see. Ocean Ice, this one right here. So that's all of my eyeshadow palettes. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 19. I have 19 eyeshadow palettes. When did this happen? Wow. That's fun. Gotta get one more and make it 20. I want to show you, this is where I keep my palettes. They move around a little bit here and there, but this is where I keep them. But also I forgot to mention one of my palettes, which is this one. It was like tucked right here, so I forgot all about it. But this is the Awesome Mix. I got it from, what was it? I don't remember what it was called. The makeup company I got this from, but I will put it in text right over the video. But it is a Guardians of the Galaxy themed palette. I don't know if they make it anymore, but I had to get this. My dog is named after Rocket Raccoon, so I absolutely had to. But these are the shades, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous shades. I love this palette. I don't use it very often because it's a loose pigment, but really gorgeous. I recommend checking them out. Thank you for watching. This was fun. This was really fun for me. I am glad you put up with me showing you my stuff because it's been great. And I hope that you will stay tuned because my next video is going through all of this crap. These are all of my lipsticks unless some are missing, which is totally possible because I put stuff, like I'll put a lipstick in my purse and I'll forget it's in my purse and it will stay in my purse until I use that purse again. And I don't use purses regularly. I use them like once or twice a week. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next video, which will be going over my lipsticks. In the meantime, check out, I don't know where my stuff is, but there should be a video over here in a minute and my subscribing face over here in a minute. Go there, check it out. Subscribe to me, please. I love it if you would do that. I just hit 50 subscribers and I'm so stoked about it. It's actually ridiculous. Like, I'm actually stoked. So please, please. My dog is coming up the stairs after I really don't want her to. Hey Maya, how's it going? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again later. Bye!